I'm Lisa.
And I'm Anton.
And this is the journey of turning our dream of Celtica into a reality.
Hospitality really meant something to our Celtic ancestors, and over the years that we've been together, we've been told again and again how much people love to come and stay with us.
Guest teachers have come from all over the world. Many a dinner has been cooked, many a tale told, and much love and laughter shared within our home.
In this series, we follow the building of Ty Noddfa Bach, our little sanctuary, and the first step on the path that leads to Celtica.
There's a lot of work to be done, so let's get started.
All right, well, August 30th. August 30th and
August 31st.
August 31st, I lost a day.
It's a whole...
And we have a building permit.
Well, had that a little while.
And we have a big trench.
With a flat bottom.
But today, progress was made. Anton and company have made a trench that's level all the way around. Do you want to carry this all the way around and show them?
I could, but I was just going to show them how, show the wonderful peeps at home how this works. If you observe over yonder in the middle of said building site, you'll see that thing on a tripod. That's actually a laser level, a rotary level. And what happens is we have this laser receiver here, and this thing's called a grade rod, which is funny. And I always put like a little level on here. We'll try not to get stuck up in the tree. So you can see you've got your grade rod, if I can say it in English, perpendicular to the ground, so it works
big
correctly.
Words,
big words, perpendicular. Well, you don't want to be going like this.
No,
or
you
like
want
this
to
or like that.
No.
You want it straight up and down.
See that? Yep.
And then this thing beeps when it's. I mean, I could go and turn it on, but it'll a solid beep once you've got the right line.
This beep. This thing looks at that thing and then tells you it's level.
Yeah, the laser hits this,
right.
and you go around and bada bim, bada bum. Otherwise,
right.
it's like almost impossible to ensure that your entire
right.
foundation is nicely level, which is what it is now.
So we had to cut the edge of the driveway, and the trench goes all the way around, and then there's some electrics over there, and then this is water and sewer here, yeah? We still have this crazy stump monster. We're not quite sure what we're going to do with the stump monster.
I think the viewers could name him.
Yeah, the viewers could name the stump monster. Well, of course, he's got to be called Stumpy, I suppose. I saw this thing in somebody's garden where they put grow bags on it and dangly things and made this big, like, living sculpture out of it. So that was kind of cool, but I'm not sure it's really in the right place, but... And those two cribs over there are full of all the shingles from the barn.
Right.
And at this point, we've sold quite a bit of the wood, but we still have the amazing hand-hewn chestnut beams from the 1720s, then a stack of miscellaneous wood, which have some really long, huge beams in there, and then all the flooring. Actually, it's siding. It's all the cladding and siding that they use for flooring. And we have this old door left over. So it's kind of a building site. There's my little compost bin.
Not sure where the door goes to.
It's going to be quite an interesting project. And
so this we did today as well. Observe we've got it level, because that's what I like to do. This is going to connect over to the water main eventually, but this is a standby for Mrs. B's garden, so she can water her stuff.
Oh yes, because this is shaping up to be quite the garden.
So these things, this goes down a long way. This is like one of those.
You 6 feet.
Yeah, 6 foot, pretty much.
Well, the guy disappeared in the trench today, so.
Keep shoveling. You're not to Australia yet. But the essence is these things are frost free, and when you close the faucet, this is open. When you close it, it allows all of the water to drain back
below the frost level.
This doesn't freeze.
That's cool.
Cool. Yeah.
That is cool.
Frost free. Frost free. Tell your friends.
All right. So over here, I got a little bird bath thing going on that I got from my friend Jen Kemper, the potter. So I got a little bird bath, and I'm feeding the birds out here. The chipmunk, I'm sure, has helped himself a little bit today too. My strawberries are sending runners like crazy. And those are tiger lilies I rescued from the build site. Then we've just got a hellish bunch of stuff going on, but I did get some beans, even though the woodchuck has decided to eat the fronts off them all. But I got some beans here, some basil, some tomatoes, potatoes, corn. We're still growing, so we'll see what happens.
You got some of these lovely beans, look.
No, we got some
coming.
Yep.
These are dragon tongue, or are those?
I don't think so. I think they're just purple. I thought they were dragon tongue, but they're not.
Well, you've had an amazing success with your basil.
Yeah, that's going crazy in the middle of here too. And then
I see tomatoes. I see actual tomatoes ripening.
Really?
Here, finger. Look. There was one turning red in the middle.
Oh, it's teeny.
These are the
cherries, but
yeah, I love them.
These are potatoes,
They
and then
may be
these
the
are
golden sweet cherries.
what's left of the other beans that the guy ate. And then our sunflower is drying quite nicely. That's going to feed the girls, the chickens. And I got 5 eggs today.
Wow.
So the trees are going really well. I got elders and pear and peach and apple. And I'll have a little sneak over here and see how the girls are doing. That's Hazel. Cluck, 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 Miss Hazel. And Lily, and then the other big girls are over there. Everything got wet last night because we finally got some rain. I think the blueberries grew a foot in the rain. And then there's hazel trees. And what's left of the beets and turnips and carrots. And then all my eggplants turning brown. So, whatever. But it is what it is. You have some successes and some losses. Our grapes that we got half price at Lowe's because they were almost dead are doing really well. And we will let you see what happens tomorrow.
Concrete comes first early in the morning, sooner than I like to get up. Because we'll be here about 7.
Yuck.
I wouldn't mind, but we've been up half the day already, at least longer. So,
half the day, at least longer.
At least longer. Well, yeah, it's 6:30 in the evening, 5:30 in the evening.
We've almost been up 12 hours already.
Yeah, I was awake at 5:30 this morning.
All right, so I made some homemade bread.
Oh, you see, it's huge.
We're gonna go in and have some nice bread and a little cup of soup or something. And soon this pile of rubble will be turned into a beautiful new Amish barn.
I may have to break some of them rocks.
Yeah. We'll see what happens.
to get them to go compact, but we'll see.
Well, you can always take some out for wall too somewhere.
Oh yeah,
so.
just pick them up, chuck them to the one side. Yeah.
You and the guys, yeah.
So hey, good morning. Here we are, the start of a beautiful day. It's the first day of September, believe it or not, and it's looking gorgeous. The weather is absolutely gorgeous, and our good friends from Immaculate Concrete have just turned up, and they're going to be shuttering in the foundation today. So let's have a little look, see what's going on here. I've got a tiny bit of tidying up to do. Apparently just had to move it a little bit because I was just a bit out of square, but these things happen. But we'll keep you appraised as we go. So in case you guys are interested, what you have to do when you're putting concrete footings down is something called shuttering, which holds the concrete in place. And just as a quick look here, you can see this is what they've got in at the moment. And lo and behold, that's where the footing's going to go. In between those two pieces of 8x2, I guess it is. Heavy stuff. Oh, it's going to be a big old foot in this. Quite a lot of concrete. It's all good. Working away. These guys are like lightning. They're like super fast. I'm well impressed, I have to tell you. There's a huge boulder here was the big issue. So the guys have said they would frame around it, because honestly I would have needed an excavator which was huge to be able to do something with that, because it literally is about twice or 3 times the size of this. These guys get through so many nails, it's unreal. So I Just work on shuttering ply. Well, it's not ply, is it? It's shuttering board. Shuttering, we'll just call it that. It's all good. He bends metal with his bare hands.
Looky here. Anton is doing some drone footage, and it looks like there's a concrete truck today. Wow.
How are you doing?
Can I go down on the lawn?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. Get out your way.
Chair, move it into the shade, but you can see they've got the footings all in. Concrete truck is almost the same size, height as our house. Obviously it's not as big as our house, but it's really tall. It's about as tall as our house. And we're just gonna keep our little bird's eye view here. Where's your drone?
Just got the drone up. So.
It's hovering.
Oh yeah. This is what you can see right now.
Oh, that's nifty.
Yeah.
Oh, here, show it on here. This is what you can see on the drone.
How cool is that? Jolly nifty.
I figured I'd hide over here by the tree because...
Well, you best not to get in the way of the concrete truck. They weigh a lot of...
Right.
They weigh a lot.
And I don't know... What's happening?
Just needed to sign a waiver that in case he broke the edge of the driveway as he gets close to it.
Oh, okay.
I said, it's got to be redone. It's okay.
Yeah.
You know?
So ever so gently they managed to maneuver this massive concrete truck into a tiny space. The reason being is there's virtually no access at the back of the foundation, so they managed to tuck it in just under the trees here, and now they're going to have to extend the chute, I guess, so that they can reach all the way back to the rear corner of the foundation. They're probably going to have a couple of 3 digs at this because it's really not that accessible, and he's been Hercules in carrying these chutes and all that fun stuff. And I think they even brought along a specialized aluminium, or as you call it in America, aluminum chute, that these guys can actually go even further with it. Otherwise we would have to have rented a concrete pumping truck, which would have probably doubled the cost of the actual footing pour. So kudos to Immaculate Concrete for actually being versatile and working with this. So now we're starting to organize the first pour. And what I didn't know about concrete trucks, and this is quite fascinating, they load them up dry. There's no water in there, and I guess that's a very important thing, because if there was a delay they wind up with a massive brick, because concrete starts to cure the moment you add water. So they actually mix it on site. There's a dirty great big tank there you see with a 68 on it that contains water, and he pumps the water into the concrete and then it's all mixed. And so now we begin pouring it.
So they have their own little extension. He can dip the concrete truck's tube there down into their extension to get it over to the other side. So that's kind of cool. The concrete actually, I think, is deeper on this end and a little shallower on the other end to keep it level. Because the ground kind of isn't level. Even though they made the base of it level, the depth of the dirt is different from one end to the other. I can tell that Anton is much more thrilled about this than I am. I'm now kind of bored, but for guys, I think it's all very exciting, this building stuff. I, of course, will be very excited to do the interior decorating, and that will probably bore Anton. So, it is what it is. It's like just enough.
Just enough indeed. Or maybe even just a couple of shovels too much. Either way, cracking estimate there. Immaculate Concrete did a beautiful job with it. All that was left now, the foundation was poured, was to start smoothing it out, which they've been doing as they were working anyway, so it's nice and level the whole way round. And as if by magic, that's the footing in. All that's left to do now is tidy up and wash everything down. A couple of hours from now, the foundation will be set up, and we could actually remove the formwork, but I think we'll give it overnight. That's it. Thanks for joining us this time. Just join in next time. Remember to hit that thumbs up and like, comment, subscribe. Join us next time for the next episode of the Barn Build series, the building of Ty Noddfa Bach.